Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Centaurian Theory. Well, today's topic is talking about how your timeline and how you can see it every single day. Think about it. As you ride down the road, or even when you're going on a trip, don't you notice that you have telegram poles that has 4 equals a quarter mile, 12 equals a mile. And then, but the significant thing of it is the line that carries the receptacles of everything consistently. As I'm looking at this, look at the lines. I'm passing 1, 2, 3, 4, and all those representations of quarters. What's representation of a quarter in our day and time? It's seasons. Even though we have 4 seasons equal over 12 months, now you're getting the concept now. But then the line itself represents our timeline of life. That was the pole lights. That was the line on the poles represent. But we always have people intertwining with them. Think about when one snapped, they always bandage it up with a little thing. That's just how, like the message I'm giving you. All the messages that I have ever gave out always consist of healing one's mental strand. Simple. I mean, I don't take a rocket scientist for someone that you'll see the consistency of someone. I mean, a lot of people may doubt it. A lot of people, hey, I can't please you all. But what I can do is give you another dimensional aspect of it. Because this is something that you see every single day. Until I brought it to your attention. Even in the ruralest areas, you'll have a line. Even if it's underground or up top, you will have that line. So, I'm trying to get around this person. You'll have it. So, you got to think of it. What's going through those power lines? And what's going through your power line? What is it? What are you having your energy current into or intertwining with? Because as we can see today's time dealing with this corona and all this pandemic, guess what still remains the same? The seasons, align, energy, and creativity still remains the same. My thing is this: once one current comes to another one, when it reaches each pole, you think about it. If God said, I made your enemy for your beginning, I'm just now making it to this event. This event already done happened. The coronavirus has already happened in your life. But the difference of it is you just now living to its standard now. You'll get past it. You will get over it. But the message that I'm telling you right now is very significant for you to get. It's very sequential for you to get, because if you do not understand that you walk into the problem, but God has you consciously to solve with a solution. Always a solution. You just think about it. Last year this time, did we ever know that we was gonna come into a pandemic in 2020? And matter of fact, it hit right after February. You think about it. My daughter, my baby girl, was born February the 14th. And the pandemic just sparked right after. Right after. It just sparked right after. She was a blessing for me to even have in my life. Man, I was waiting on her for the longest of times. So, but yet and still, time moved on. If everybody know who I am, and whoever been around me personally, even with my vlog, they ask me, "Do you worry about the pandemic?" No. Why? Why you ain't worrying about this here? I said, you know one reason why I'm not worried about it, because I asked God to allow me to see certain things, and He's not letting me see it yet. Come to sure, it will be done. I'm an avid believer of what God has done in my life. I know He can do it. I mean, I told Him I want to speak up in front of multitudes. I want to speak up in a coliseum full of people, and they're actually hearing the message. I want to be able to see my family in the house. I want to be able to see my family prosper in a business that we created. So you telling me that if I asked, I knocked at the door, Jesus answered and said, "Yo, Pop, there's Floyd at the door." God said, "Let him in." Okay, with that invitation itself allows me to know that, hey, He understands. We had a conversation and He agreed. Because of His name's sake. People don't understand that. God wants you to succeed because of His name's sake. It's simple. Think about it. When you put your name on it. We in the South. I got some subscribers. It's not from the South. The Southern tradition is when you put your name on it, when you put your word on it, you shake on it. That shake seals a bond with you that says that this is correct and I will do what I contracted for. Simple. We here in the South, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, parts of, Arkansas, we really, Louisiana, everybody is so grateful to have each other. I mean, you have your people that's gonna be, you gonna have your people that gonna act like that. You are, but the majority of the people are very loving and kind. I mean, they'll help you with the drop of a hat. I mean, you can see what you'll call the most redneckest person around, but they'll help you. They'll feed you. Even though they may not look the cleanest, but they're pure in heart. Even the hoodest young man would show some compassion. I've been around a bunch of hard knocks. but they open up to me for some odd reason. That's the gift that I possess. I didn't force myself in their life. I only spoke. They love the vibration of the words that I spoke. It connected to their spirit. I don't speak to people just to speak. I speak to their spirit, because that's what I have to change. Because you got to change the spirit in order to make sure the soul survives. Because the body and the spirit is always at each other to make sure that the soul can have that emotional attachment to do so. Simple. That's what it is. That's how it always been. So people, please pay attention to your surroundings. If I would have never brought this to your attention, dealing with the telegram poles and how 4 equals a quarter mile, 12 equals a mile, and it's all representations of the seasons, the year. You gotta look at that. Then it has a line that, okay, everybody timelines intertwine with each other. But it's how you use that power of the timeline in order to get stuff done. How we being creative of it. Simple. I'm not the one to try to boast that I'm the most brilliant. Some people call me that because of my mind. I don't standardize my excellency by the world. I don't. But I guarantee you can see it if you're ever around. Just last night at work, me and the supervisor was talking, and I had him to see way more of himself and of me than we ever talked. And we didn't only talk no more than 20 minutes. That's the power and a significant gift that God gave. And people, I'm gonna leave you one more message. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna say that to another vlog. That'll be the vlog for Wednesday. I say that for Wednesday. So please help this channel grow. Please subscribe, like, leave comments. I do love the comments, good or bad. It's nothing. It's how I perceive it. Leave it. Let me understand where you're coming from. Let me give me some topics. I mean, hey, I'm here. Please let me listen to you. Please let me read what's on your mind. Until then, peace out.